it's approaching the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? Happy Saturday morning. It's finally weekend, so hopefully you guys are chilling. I really wanted to do this video setup as soon as I got done with the free-to-play LR First Form cell the other day, just to see how he would do on the Super Battle Road stage. As you can see, it's a setup with the TEQ LR Broly as leaders. Could have went with other variations like the Transforming Frieza leaders or even the Golden Frieza leaders. All of those have their unique advantages and whatnot, but I did want to use the TEQ LR Broly as leads because extra ki boost from both the Resurrected Warriors category ki plus 4 HP attack and defense increase of 130% on top of Extreme TEQ's also getting plus 4 ki HP attack and defense increase of 100%. I figured that would make things a little bit easier in terms of just getting super attacks with most of the units, so that's kind of why I went with that. Plus, the unit itself has the ability to launch additional super attacks when facing multiple enemies, so that certainly does help in Super Battle Road settings. Now, in terms of the First Form Cell unit itself, let's just talk about it a little bit, I guess. So I ended up giving this guy level 15 additional attack and level 11 criticals. Initially I went with the 917 format, but for stuff like this, additional supers will certainly help out. Plus he's able to recover HP as part of getting a 12 key super. He actually recovers 15% HP every time he does a 12 key super attack, so that definitely does help in terms of just maintaining things, just making things easier overall on settings like Super Battle Road. Now the good thing about this team is a lot of these units have the HP recovery based on their super attack or passive skills. So Perfect Cell, he can recover 15% or 10% as part of the super attack, so that definitely helps. You've got the First Form or Transforming Frieza unit, 11% and 11% HP recovery at the start of turn, and then that increases based on the transformation itself. You've got the LR Goku Black, which is they can recover 15% HP at the start of the turn. And Golden Frieza doesn't recover HP, but is one of the best tanks in the game, on top of being able to hit pretty decent. So this team works out pretty well overall. Now the links aren't necessarily too bad amongst most of the units. I will go ahead and say that the weakest member of this team is without a doubt the First Form Cell. I mean, there's plenty of better units that could be fit on here, but because we are testing a run mainly to see how he does, I just wanted to, he had to be included. So unfortunately he is the weakest link out of the team, but I think the 15% HP recovery from the 12 key super definitely helps, because with this team setup, it's going to be a little bit difficult to get his 18 key super on a regular basis. Now, if you build some different variations of the team, I'm sure it would be a little bit easier, but in this case, it was a little bit difficult. And yeah, I mean, things are pretty smooth right now, and because of all the different unique skill sets that everyone has, it does make the no items run pretty much very realistically easy to pull off. Of course, you have to get lucky with the rotations and all that, and when the enemy incoming super attacks are and all that stuff too. But overall, so far so good. Yeah, I know I could have transformed the TEQ Broly, but honestly it would have been kind of like a waste of time, because Shugesh pretty much had like 0 HP left over. A super attack would have killed him, so valuable seconds that we needed to save on that one. So the good thing about this rotation is we've got two units that can definitely take up any of the attacks, and looks like there's at least 3 attacks from the second and third slot. So even though I would have preferred to put the First Form Cell in the third slot, I think this would probably make the most sense here. Just make sure most of the attacks aren't coming at Cell necessarily, but if you, as you saw, the defense isn't too bad. I mean, he took about 17 or 18,000 in a normal attack, and that's really not too bad. Yeah, Extreme TEQ seems to have pretty good units in terms of, you know, passives or super attacks that have the ability to recover HP. Like even the TEQ Super Boo unit recovers, what was it, like 35% of damage applied toward HP. So there are various units that can, you know, be utilized on a team and pretty much get your team HP back to full health. You know, it's pretty wild. So Broly does take a decent amount of damage, about 35,000. So it definitely, yeah, it definitely does take a cut. But you know, he's able to get those additional supers, and that definitely does make a difference. So it's well worth it to test him out on it. And I'm not really sure if it was needed to, you know, build up Goku Black's attack there, because probably with the next rotation, I think Goku's going to pretty much be KO'd probably. But you never know. So of course, Golden Frieza is going to be a place where most of the attacks are coming, and then you do want to link up, you know, pair up Golden Frieza with the Transforming Frieza, since they do share a lot of links. The first form cells are more or less just kind of like, I hate to say it, but pretty much like a floater, and you know, that 12 key super is mainly the most benefit that the unit will bring to the table, you know what I mean, for this team in particular, because, you know, 15% HP recovery on top of, you know, Frieza's 11% or 12% or whatever also helps, and Golden Frieza tanking it's going to make things easier. I mean, it's just, you know, the overall function itself of the team works out pretty well, and they mesh pretty well for the most part. I don't think there's too many key issues. Obviously, you know, you could easily replace the first form cell with another unit, but overall it's not too bad. So this should be the third battle, and this is when, I don't know, RNG starts picking up and doing some wild shit, but we'll see what happens. Like Vegeta and Trunks, they tend to want, yeah, see, I was just about to say they tend to want to super a lot, and there you go, starting off right away it was like that. So I think damage taken there was about 126,000, but, you know, since the team had full HP, it put like a slight dent, put a slight dent in it, but you know, with the next rotation, they should be able to recover a pretty decent amount of HP, and then after Cell gets his super attack as well. Let's see, I mean, how much in damage he takes here. Yeah, 104,000, so it is a pretty decent chunk of change, but here we go, we recover some decent HP, and then Golden Frieza will tank pretty much all the attacks at the beginning, and then Transforming Frieza will recover HP. Broly should be able to get some additional supers and finish off, and we'll see what happens. We're going to save the TEQ key for the next rotation just in case. Yeah, the TEQ Golden Frieza definitely did get a pretty phenomenal upgrade with the EZA. He was already pretty good as it was, but the only downside with him was, you know, if HP levels went below 50%, you know, that damage reduction didn't apply anymore. So after that, you know, that made things a lot easier getting the damage reduction, even though HP went down. Plus, you know, the attack percentages increased based on that as well. So things are definitely very good for him. And we'll just collect enough ki to get ready for a Dokkan mode attack in the last battle. We're going to try and not use it up here. And Broly has the Ultra, 18 ki super, so we should be able to finish off Vegeta here. I love the super attack, by the way. I wonder if Cell is going to be able to get a super attack in to get that HP recovery. Yeah, it looks like it. That will definitely help. Yeah, it's definitely nice how much of an improvement the super attack animations are being upgraded. It's really nice. If you compare it to how it was, in the beginning, it's definitely come a long way. So Dokkan continues to improve, and that's always a good thing. So I thought about putting Golden Frieza in the last slot, but I kind of want to keep him in the first two slots, so he's on the rotation after next. Cell I'm okay with, plus he can tank pretty well depending on the amount of ki he collects. So this was one of the sections where I kind of took a step back and thought about things a little bit. I kind of stalled a little bit, but I'd rather make the right decision than make a drastic mistake. But because I don't know, just having Golden Frieza on rotations as frequent as possible makes things just a hell of a lot easier, you know what I mean? Yep, defending very well. So we'll go ahead and give the Dokkan mode attack to the friend-lead Broly unit, since there are a lot more work done on the potential system, and I don't necessarily think he's going to be able to KO the unit. Unfortunately, I was hoping to get an 18 ki super with Broly, but we'll just have to deal with the 12 ki. But should be able to put a pretty decent dent on all the enemies. I don't think he'll be able to KO every single one except for maybe Super Saiyan 2 Goku, but the rest of the other ones, their HP should be low enough to where things are going to be pretty easy to just kind of finish off. Had he had the ability to transform with the active skill, he would have added, with the active skill itself, it would have added a bunch of ki. But that's all right though, it wasn't absolutely needed. So I think one more rotation in, I think things should be pretty much finished off at that point. I don't think he'll have enough to finish off Piccolo right here. Yeah, barely. Piccolo had barely enough HP to survive that round. And might as well give it to First Form Cell, give him the 18 ki super, and let him finish it off, since it was mainly for this guy anyway, this particular video. I definitely do love the super attack animation for this guy. It's pretty nice. I love the quote too, later. Alright, so that was pretty much it for the Extreme TEQ no item Super Battle Road run. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video with the First Form Cell unit on it. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Alright, peace out.